Buddy, how are you? We're going to talk about something so freaking important today. I couldn't be more excited. This is something that's only a wee bit foundational to your professional life and relationship success. Can you guess what we're talking about? If you're thinking communication, you are right, my friend. Because it's actually bonkersville that we do not get any formal education in this critical life skill. Am I right? So today, I'm going to share with you one of the simplest things that you can do to change all of your communication. You can literally make all of your communication better by doing this one thing. I'm so excited. It has changed all of my clients' communication that I share this with, their relationships with their teams at work, their marriages. So much fun. So before we get into it, I need to invite you to a workshop that I'm hosting on this very topic, because if you want to become a communication master, you can do it for free if you're watching this before Monday, July 13th, 2020. If you're watching it after that, I'm sorry we missed you. But you can still sign up if it's before the 13th. This workshop is co-hosted with the Stage Managers Association. So much fun. And we're going to be talking about this skill that we're exploring today and so much more. So definitely sign up for that if you want to take your communication skills to the next level. It's like basic stuff, but it's freaking game changing, I swear. So sign up because it's free. All right, let's get into this thing that I keep saying is going to change your life. Because I'm really excited about it. So let me paint you a picture. Imagine last time you were talking to somebody and their immediate response sounded something like, "Oh, don't feel that way." Or, "It's probably not that bad." Or, "Oh, I definitely wouldn't do that if I were you." How do those responses, as well-intentioned as they may be, make you feel? My guess is they do not make you feel validated. They probably do make you feel invalidated. This is what we do all the damn time. When somebody starts speaking, our natural impulse is to listen while we form opinions about what we're hearing. And we are going to town constructing the sentences that we plan to say as soon as they shut their yappers. Am I right? Here's where you get to practice this thing literally today. I want you to go out and do this in your life. Find somebody to talk to. I'm sure it won't be hard. Just like keep your mask on. If you're watching this after July 13th, 2020, welcome to the future where we have masks. I don't know. Okay. Here's what I want you to try. Instead of somebody opening their mouth and you immediately having lots of thoughts and opinions and pre-constructing sentences, I want you to try to listen to what they're saying. It's a novel idea, I understand. But remembering that whatever they're saying makes sense to them. Hear me out. Because when people say things, we automatically want to participate. We have opinions, we have judgments, we have suggestions, we have answers, we have facts. We have so many facts, so many things in our head are like true, non-negotiable facts. Am I right? But here's what you have to remember. Whatever somebody is sharing, whatever headspace they're in, whatever crazy stuff is coming out of their mouth, it makes sense to them in that moment. And it doesn't matter if it makes sense to you, if the purpose of the moment is to keep communication open. So if you're dealing with a coworker who's just complaining about nonsense you don't agree with, but you have to interact with them, maybe they're your boss, I don't know. If you're dealing with a partner who's like really downtrodden, like really being hopeless and is bummed out about something. If you're dealing with somebody who you disagree with or you want them to feel better, the instinct is so strong to invalidate their experience. Tell them why they shouldn't feel the way they feel or shouldn't think the way they think. And while that make your ego feel good, because your ego loves feeling right, it completely shuts on their defenses. Their defense walls go up because they feel invalidated. You know this is true because you felt it. and that cuts communication off. So if the point of this interaction is to communicate to some end, I want you to try taking a breath and remember to validate before you share your opinions or your judgments. And the way that you do this just boils down to genuinely expressing something like, I get it. Whatever's making sense to them in the moment, you transport yourself into their brain. You're like, oh, well, I wouldn't choose to hang out here, but I guess if I had the expectations set up that this person did, I would totally feel the way that they feel. And then you say that out loud. Yeah, it makes sense that you feel this way. It sounds like you had these expectations, and yeah, I guess, I mean, I've felt that similar way in the past, and it totally sucks. So simple. But it leaves communication lines open. You don't invalidate them, and then eventually you can get to the part where you share your opinions and your judgments and your facts if that's appropriate. We don't have time on this session to go into the proper ways to handle that part of the conversation, but I promise, if you try this, it will change everything. See what happens if the next time somebody starts talking and you hear your brain a-going with its judgments and pre-sentences. If you slow your roll, try to inhabit their brain for a hot second, and then the first thing out of your mouth is something that has zero of your added input. It's just completely validating. The first sentence out of your mouth, the purpose of that sentence is to communicate, I get it. Your feelings make sense. Your thinking makes sense. Whatever is your truth makes sense to you. And I get that. It'll change everything. Now, if you want to go further with this and you want to know more and you want to ask questions, then sign up for the workshop, because there's going to be time. I'm going to share so much more information, and then there's going to be time for questions and answers at the end, so that if you have an actual situation you want to dive into, we can get into it. Can you tell I'm excited about this topic? We're going to take over the world with this new communication skills. We're just going to be communicator bosses. I hope you enjoy putting this to practice. Watch everything change and let me know how it goes. I'll see you soon. Have a beautiful weekend. Bye.